Hey everyone, Toshiibeats here, and today I'm in a 2024 Hyundai Elantra N. And if you're like me, you're always a little skeptical of any of the mods that you get in the Seto. But that's why I'm here. I'm going to test drive it for you and let you know how it is. But first off, this is a manual, and I'm just going to try to take my time getting down here and see how this car drives. Oh wow, this steering is heavy. Okay. I've always wanted to drive one of these. I actually want an Elantra N or a Veloster N. You get a lot of power and you get a lot going on for a price that's like really doable. Especially if you can find a used Veloster N, those things are normally going for less than $18,000. To have that much power in a manual or the DCT for less than 18 grand, like yo, what? And half the time they're not even over 100,000 miles. Anyway, sorry, personal rant. I love these cars. Now, steering is good and heavy in this. I haven't really gotten on power, but we will do that on the runway. Yeah, alright. Even that little bit felt good. Yeah, if this was my daily, like I'm getting comfy in the seat, yeah, if this was my daily, I'd be pretty happy. I get the 4 doors, I get the space, I get the sound, I get the performance, and I'm not missing anything. I get a style of a car that looks really kind of under the radar, and if you know, you know. All right, let's get up here. I feel like I'm a little bit over. Oh, I got a reverse camera. That's nice. Okay. Let's go. $60 in second. That's what I want to see. Yo, this just got done driving a Mustang, the SVT Cobra, and this doesn't feel too far from there power-wise. Like, oh man, everything feels so great with this right now. All right, get this thing a nice little run down the runway one more time. We're going to get it out in the canvas. All the pops, the right amount of speed, the steering feels great. Like, yeah, if I was gonna be hanging with my friends and we were driving around, this would be it, if I could fix the exhaust. Other than that, this feels pretty perfect for like the daily. Yeah, I can't be mad at this car right now. The rear end definitely comes out when you're really going through those turns. Wow. Okay. Noisy, yes. But everything else is like a good 8 out of 10 for me so far. Yeah, okay, I've been nothing but smiles since I've started driving this car. I know I want one. So once again, it could make me a little biased towards it. But this is really fun. Only thing, yep, I was just about to say it, funny enough. Only thing I was really starting to notice was that the rear end gets really, I don't want to say upset, it gets lost in translation and trying to keep up when you're trying to go through something a little bit more dynamic with the front end. So far, the amount of grip that you have in the rear seems to be the only downfall of this car. But the only actual driving dynamic downfall of this car. A little bit of a 6-gear cruise. All right, so like I said, turning is great, power's great, braking's pretty good. Gets a little swirly when you're going through like some S turns or anything a little bit more dynamic, especially with the elevation changes. So far, that's about the only thing I can really see. Getting on the brakes, however, once you gotta kind of figure that bit out depending on how you're driving yourself. I got to see what it does on a regular track, because so far, if you know, modded cars don't always do the thing, but this one it's pretty nice so far. So I'm gonna put on some more even on a more even surface, and we can see what we can do as far as the lap time, because I'm curious myself. Okay, here we are. We're at Laguna, and we're going to see what we can get as far as the time. Nothing too crazy. I'm not going to try too hard, but just the general few laps around, and we can see where it places. I did, however, put the semi-slicks on this car. Yeah, okay, so it's a bit different already. Feeling it load up with the speed and the elevation. Oh wow. It's crazy feeling how it's like immediately reassuring in some spots where you would think it would be a little off, but it's holding together well. Definitely pulls right through that turn. Oh boy, okay, all right, yep, there's the brakes. That's what I was talking about right there. It kind of loads up like the Mustang does. It feels like everything is going off of the rear as soon as you are like trying to get on the brakes through a big sweeping turn like that. It's just like you just lose all traction back there. It feels like such a focused driving experience that it almost feels, it feels very all-wheel drive-ish until I'm starting to brake. Okay, I'm not sure what it's called, but I'm trying to be light on it, well, light on the braking until I'm like really, really into that zone, and then I'll kind of apply a bit more. I don't know what braking techniques are called. Just trying to come up with my own. I'm driving this car anyway. Okay. Sub 150. Barely. Try to give this thing one more good lap. Yeah. Really easy to make small adjustments depending on how you're using your throttle. It feels like a very serious style of a race car. Like, this doesn't feel too far away from any of those track modded cars that I would download on here. And I mean that in a really good way. Like, the ability to feel like that you can put down a solid lap time consistently, it feels like it's here. The only thing I would ask, that was a quick snap there. The only thing I would ask is that these brakes are kind of touched up in a manner that the body doesn't kind of get so disrupted so easily coming through some of this. Like right there, I felt the rear end start to kind of slide out. All right, this will be a really good time. All right, so 3 seconds off, 145. Funny enough, this is about as fast as the FK8 Type R that I ran in my comparison video. So, I mean, these two are really competitors. It's kind of good to see that these two cars are like honestly that close together, especially on the setup. So that meant they were modded right. But now I'm actually kind of curious to see if I can turn out a faster time than the FK8 did. I think it ran at 144, but I'm not entirely sure. But as of right now, I'm pretty close to it. Just in case. Alright. Yeah. Just in case I don't, I go ahead and end this here. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next car. I'm gonna finish this lap up. Really trying to ease on those brakes. That was a good turn there. I didn't feel the body getting upset at all. This is definitely a car, it's like, you get it, it's a front wheel drive car, but you kinda gotta drive it differently. Up, down a little bit. Alright.